Okay, Thursday morning in the kingdom, and we have no snow. Yes, no snow again. It's not boring. Boring. Yes, like a marriage. I don't know what we're going to do today, but the temperature is all lies. They said -10 last night. We woke up to -5 Celsius, but feels like -9. Lies. It's too warm out here. And on the yo-yo scale, +19. Yes, but feels like +14. Boring, unreal. So I don't know what we're going to do today. Wander around aimlessly lost, waiting for snow. Yes, waiting for snow. Maybe we shouldn't have moved the Linn Tractors and stuff like that. We should have got ready to mow the lawn, and then it would have snowed for sure. But they're forecasting snow on the weekend, and then warm temperatures next week, so it'll melt. Yes. So that means I can get more rainwater off the roof. Yes, the snow on the roof, when it warms up, turns to water, and then it drips onto the eavesdrop, and I catch it in a pail and put it in the house. Yes, because I don't like drinking that water from Hooville because fish had sex in it. Oh, I can't. My lips aren't working today. This is what happens when you're sober. All right, so it's just another day. The Thor the plow truck is bored. The green toy is bored. It doesn't even have its tire chains on. Same as the 41 Chevy 4x4 right there. No tire chains, and it's almost the middle of November. Unreal. This world is screwed up. I should pay more taxes and we'll get more snow. That's what'll happen. And the snow truck. We're supposed to go out and have fun in the snow. We're going to have to call it the bush truck with, it's no snow. Unreal. But I'll get that fender back on the 38 GMC today if I stay sober. Yes, if I stay sober. I got it done last night. I'm very pleased with myself. It only took a week, but I got it done like a man. All right, so we got wood. We got lots of wood. We might go to the wilderness and get the last of the little toothpick trees that are laying there just begging to be picked up and tossed into the wood stove so they feel worthy. Yes, unreal. All right, we better go. This is a boring intro, just like our weather. Unreal. And plus, here comes the boss. Okay, just finished walking the dogs there. We did the South Trail, checking out the trees that we're going to pick up this afternoon because, one, we have no snow, so we might as well pick up the trees now instead of waiting until next year. Also, too, there was a YouTube comment, I think it was, on YouTube, and we'll explain it here. The Linn Tractors do not steer because there's many variables, but a Kingdom follower, YouTube subscriber, suggested we put ski runners on the bottom or a strip of steel. All right, so back here, this is where the Linns were parked. Linn number 1 was right here. See the rut in there? There is a ski runner, okay? When we built our own skis about 30 years ago, we had, 2 aggressive runners, and we used an AR plate because that's a wear plate. We didn't want them to wear off. Okay, so Linn number 2, we adjusted the skis in 2019 when we put them on, and we cut the runners down, okay, the little strip on the bottom, so it's not that bad. So this here is aggressive, but it still doesn't steer. All right, we'll slowly walk over here. Ooh, look at the flags. They're looking good. All right, so it's chilly out here. See, we have good scratch marks, all right? So one of the downfalls of the Linn tractor is the rear ends. Yes, we have a video on it. I think I'll include it in the description at the end. Okay, the Linn tractor. One of the downfalls is this is like a car style rear end, okay? It's only sends power to one track. Yes, so if you're, going along and you lose traction on this track, all right? So this track will start spinning. It doesn't transfer the power to this side, all right? So that's it. You're screwed. You're stopped now. It's a highway truck for the bush. It has to have a perfect road to be able to travel. All right? There is no brakes to lock up this track or this track like a caterpillar, okay? Or a cat. You can lock it up and spin it around. Oh, can't forget the combines and farm tractors. Yes, hit the brake and it'll spin right around. The only braking system on the Linn tractor is right here. Yes, right here. Steel drum, steel shoes. Can we say expansion? You start off in the morning when it's cold, you have brakes, and then everything warms up and drags, everything expands. So then the brakes expand, drag, and then you have a little fire under here because you can see that it self-oils itself. So that makes it quite interesting. All right, so another thing here, the track design. It's a chain inside of a chain, but the way it's designed, it how would you say, maximum traction, the thing lifts the front end. Yes, lifts the front end. Yes. So you're driving along and you start powering into it. If you are getting traction, it lifts the front end. Any slight incline on the trail lifts the front end. Okay, so there's your skis. Skis are chain steered, all right? So it's really hard to steer. Yes, because you're trying to turn this wheel up here, all right, the steering wheel there. You got to spin it like 40 times to get one rotation or one movement, okay? So we changed it out with the bigger sprockets, and we got it now so you can actually steer it like a car. In the past, you'd be spinning and spinning the wheel to turn one way, and then if you have to turn back, it's unreal. And there was no power advantage having two small sprockets. It was still hard. All Armstrong steering. Oh, these lips. All right, so now you're trying to get these to turn. So how do you make them turn if you have big ski runners on the bottom? Like, it doesn't work, all right? So after 30 years, okay, or almost 30 years, you have to remember, these are the only two working Linns that go out and to the wilderness and do work. Yes, all other Linns are in a museum, or they take it out and travel the parade route and wave at the lovely ladies on a hot summer day. Whereas we're up here showing the true downfalls of the Linn tractor. Yes, downfalls. They aren't the greatest machines ever made. They're highway trucks for the bush. So if everything is going right, the trail is perfect, they will pull, and they are built for speed. All right. So with this original Linn tractor V plow, we're going to put hydraulic cylinders on it instead of cables and stuff like that. Push the blade down, turn the skis, and we make the corner. Pretty smart thinking. It only took me 30 years to figure that out. But that's this winter's project, is to get hydraulics on the V-plow. All right, let's go have a coffee and warm up with some beverage.
Thursday morning in Hooville. It's just after 10 a.m. and as you can see, it's still pretty cloudy out here. It's been like this for the last couple days and the wind has started to pick up. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's -6 degrees Celsius, which is 21 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. As you can hear in the background, Herc is already crying to come in, so let's head inside, let the dogs back in, get a fire going. Then at 1 p.m. I'll head over to the kingdom. Almost 10:30, I'm down in the basement. I got a fire going. I'll let this burn until 1 p.m. when I head over to the kingdom. Then I'll let it go out. Just a small fire for now, and then I'll let it get a little bigger. I don't want a huge fire because the house isn't that big, so I don't need to fill the wood stove right up.
Okay, 11 o'clock in the kingdom, and I'm working hard. Yes, working hard. I splashed the paint on the fender last night, and I bolted the inter-fender panel on. Yes, and I put the thing beside the wood stove so it's dry this morning. That way I'm not working with globulets of undried paint. All right, so the welds turned out pretty good. It kind of looks like an arrow bar. I don't think the people in the United States of America have the arrow bar, but the arrow bar in Canada, they had a marketing thing back when I was growing up. You had to have the bubbles in the chocolates. So that's my welds, arrow bars. Okay, just about lunchtime and the sun is coming out, which is good because I need some pictures for my book. Yes, my new book that I worked on last night. I got chapter 1 done, but I need some wilderness photos of trees falling over in the wilderness. Yes, and we have some sunshine today, not like yesterday with those dark photos. All right, so we'll get some pictures after lunch with the staff in the wilderness. But also, too, we got the Tesla 38 GMC plugged in. Yeah, right. Elon Musk wouldn't be pleased if I was calling it a Tesla, but Nikola Tesla was a smart man. Yes. All right. So we have the block heater cord plugged in there. And there it is down there, warming up the 261 motor. Yes. Can we hear that? I don't know if you can hear it, but it's making a little buzz sound. Yes. All right. So we got the fender on over here. It went rather well, but then again, I've only been putting it on and off for probably the last 20 years. Yes, 20 years, yes. So we got it on there. There needs to be more adjustment back here with the running boards, but you also, too, you have to correct the running board bracketry to the frame because they're all bent and whacked and everything like that, which only makes sense because back then the roads were rough and the truck would get stuck and the running boards would drag and bend a little bracketry. Also, too, we've come to the conclusion we're missing a brace down in here. And the other side is missing it, and I marked it on the other side, so there should be a brace in here to the frame, just like the 39s and stuff like that. So we'll have to manufacture one of those. Also too, we have the antifreeze out here, so I trip over it. Yes, trip over it. So I remind myself, yes, sober me, to top up the antifreeze container there, because we had this whole system, how would you say, being purged with the heater in the back. All right. Also too, we have a slight breeze. I don't know if we can see that. All right. But over here, I was warming my gloves and hands with the wood stove in the hose shack. All right. So guess what? This stove is acting totally different today than all other days. All right. So we got the damper down. Okay. Because it was burning. And we have the door open down here, like a vent. All right. See, it's burping because I opened the door. All right. We've got to open this up a bit. All right, there we go. So these stoves act differently by the day because of the weather air pressure system we are in. We're burning the same wood we've been burning all along, and all of a sudden today it's burning differently. But then again, I welded the little thing there to open the door, so it's like all the other 2 stoves in the kingdom. I'm not working the vent down there. All right. So I'm just leaving that alone. I'm controlling everything through the door and the damper there. So it's burning totally backwards than it did the day before and all the other days. And the staff, when she arrives, will have to fill up the wheelbarrow again. It's a daily chore, just like having cows or dairy cows. You have to milk the cows all the day, every day. Oh, these lips. Let's go have some lunch with some beverage.
12 p.m. and I'm just getting ready to make lunch. Looks like the sun is making an appearance. It's peeking out from in behind the clouds. Let's head inside, let the dogs out, and I think I'm going to have smokies today since I have a bunch of those left. Almost 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's -4 degrees Celsius, which is 24 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. Looks like it's going to be another windy day. The sun is also going in behind the clouds again. So let's head inside, let the dogs back in, get the quad out, and head over to the kingdom. 1 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. Looks like we are going out on another firewood hunt today. Once we empty out the trailer that's in front of the shop, my dad has to weld the pole back on. Then we'll head out down the south trail and get some firewood. I also got a new hat today. My little helper got some at work, so he brought one home for me, and it's actually very comfortable and insulated. And my dad brought the 38 up to the house so I can do my videos with it. Now let's head down to the shop. 1:30, I'm down at the shop. I just put air in the quad tires and the 2 log trailers right there. That way they are ready for next time. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I actually got that on camera. That's not good. I think he tripped over the hitch on the front there or something. You can kind of see that second hitch down there that he's lifting up. That's what he tripped on. Well, at least this fall is on camera. As I was saying, we are just emptying out this trailer so we can head down the south trail. Just after 1:30 and we got the trailer empty. Now my dad's going to weld the pole back on because as you can see we kind of ripped it off when we were trying to get the trailer back up to the house. And while he's doing that, I will go over and fill up the 2 tubs that are right behind him. Almost 2 p.m. my dad just got the pole welded back on. Now we'll back the trailer up and hook it up to the quad. And then we'll go around to the south trail by our little walking trail and start picking trees. There's lots there. Better get it now before it snows. 2 p.m. we just got the mini out and the trailer hooked up to the quad. Now I'll head around the south trail and my dad will go down the walking trail. We'll meet at the end. Not sure if you've seen that, but it looked like Jack just flew by. Down the south trail now, and I can hear my dad coming up our little walking trail off to my right here. Luckily he didn't get stuck on that rock or sliding around because he couldn't get up it. There's a lot of trees in the bush here, so let's start cleaning them up. Almost 2:30 and we got half the trailer loaded. There's a lot of downed trees in here, and look what I found, another bottle. It was actually frozen to the ground, so it took a little prying, but I got it out. Now I'll clean it up. Looks like my dad's heading down the trail, so I better catch up. Just after 2:30 and we got it pretty loaded. My dad's just pulling out one of the fallen trees right here. It is too big for us to drag out on our own. And then there's a tree up here as well. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a big one here too that we'll drag out and load it on top of the pile. Looks a lot cleaner in here now. Almost 3 p.m. We're in behind the wood pile filling up the trailer. It's almost full, as you can see. Good thing I brought a strap with us because that is a big load. I'll pan over and show you guys the wood pile. There's a few trees over here that we have to pick up as well. 3 p.m. we just got the last tree on the trailer. Now we'll head back up to the kingdom and cut some of this, but my dad has to pick up this tree as well, so he'll grab that and take it up with the Mini. Just after 3 p.m. and I got the trailer parked up beside the shop. We don't want it right in front because there's no way for me to get out that way. We'd have to start to 39 and move everything, so it was easier just to put the trailer here for now, and my dad's bringing up one of the other trees that we forgot to grab. Almost 3:30 and we just finished cutting up a bunch of wood. It's all on the ground here since we couldn't bring the wheelbarrow out because it's still kind of full, so we'll haul that into hoe shack and see what we're doing next. 3:30 and I'm officially down in the kingdom, so I'll head inside and grab my dog treats and go back to Hooville and do the weather at 5 p.m. I'm not going to bother with mail today since it is pretty slippery out. I'm sure the mail truck was late. Now let's get going.
Okay, we're over in the hoe shack here, but I don't know, it's too warm in here. It's like plus 25 and it's almost 5 o'clock. Yes, we can actually drink professionally, call it a day at 5. All right, we're supposed to be getting some snow so we can clean up this mess and organize it. Yes, everything is just crammed in here, but it works out well. So we got to get that carburetor fixed up for the snow truck because we have snow coming. We have everything laid out here. Plus, look at all the batteries. Yes, all the batteries. We have to sort through them. We need some of them top post batteries for the snow truck and some of the cats. Yes, the TD18s, we're not sure. And there's the batteries for the Linn Tractor we got to charge up, and we have to get this thing serviced. Yes, we have to get the staff's fancy quad serviced so it can go out to be used, and we can bring her skidoo in. Yes, her Polaris skidoo, we got to bring it in and get it figured out why that voltage regulator pops the headlights. Yes, so we got to get going here. Enough of this firewood. But look at all this firewood we've gotten as a bonus, because how would you say it would be in the wilderness and covered in snow? So we just go out and it's free pickings. Yes, it's clean up the wilderness. All right, let's check on the ladies here. Ooh, they're looking good. They like it nice and hot in the hoe shack here. They're hardly wearing any clothes. All right, let's go see what the mess we have in the shop. Okay, we do have a mess in the shop, but you can see where I painted. All right, so I couldn't figure out why the dipstick on the 38 GMC always had whiteness on the stick, eh? Ooh, I said the word A again. I am a Canadian. So I don't think this is, how would you say, feasible for keeping the moisture out or the rain. Yeah, so I think we're going to have to definitely correct that. And you can see that it's had, how would you say, moisture on it before. All right, so we have to correct this little situation, new and improved. It's called gasket goo. Yes, the orange gasket goo. And some of these diblets here aren't quite dry yet. Ooh, now it's on my finger, but we'll let that dry and then take the buffing wheel and clean it up. All right, so the shop is holding its own. We got snow coming so we can work on the trucks. We have no idea where the steering bearing for the bottom is, and Canada Post is going to go on strike, so who cares, whatever. So that's why I haven't been chasing it and tracking it online, because I'll just get all excited. It's like when the wife wears new lingerie. Yes, it's just a great disappointment. All right, so we got a mess back here, but it's all coming together. Yes, it's all coming together. So while we got the firewood all done in the wilderness, we can stay focused in the shop here, because it should turn cold and snowy, hopefully. Okay, this is not the way I wanted to end today, but I posted a picture of the trucks here on Facebook. Yes, there's a couple of Facebook pages that feature this Chevy C10. These are C10s. Okay, we have a sponsor that wants to buy all the parts to get these trucks roadworthy. Yes, he's going to buy them. So we're going to buy them from a fellow in Tabor, Alberta. Except for I was on that Facebook page there, Coffee Time, and I was censored. Yes, my posting was removed, and then I got locked down for a bit. I had to delete everything and start over. So I'm sitting there, why do I have to search through what I said to be uncensored? So in other words, if he set the website up, he's a monitor, okay, he set up the Facebook page, to censor things out, well, I don't want to do business with you, you know, and I'll take the sponsorship's money or whatever, and we'll buy somewhere else. We're not going to buy from Tabor, Alberta, because you're censoring me, all right? So this really pisses me off. Now, if the sponsor went through and purchased the items from your business, we'd be on your Facebook page and stuff like that, promoting how nice of a guy you are. But nope, you screwed it up. You set your censors to censor me. I'm at the end of the world. And I don't put up with that shit. I never put up with shit on all my life, and I don't put up with it now. So in other words, I defriended myself from you, and I left your little Facebook C10 group. So enjoy your fun, and we'll be buying parts elsewhere. Thank you very much.
5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's -4 degrees Celsius, which is 24 degrees Fahrenheit. We even had the feels like on the bottom. It was a pretty nice afternoon, got chilly towards the end, so let's head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, we're done for the day. Yes, it's a strange day. The wood stove in the hoe shack was burning totally different, yet the wood stove in the shop was just more burning normal. Yes, we can't figure that out. Oh, it's high pressure, low pressure systems. All right, we've done enough today. We got enough firewood here for when the snow arrives. We can keep the shop warm while we work inside. And look at the flags. They're in their natural state of being limp. All right, we had a good day. So let's go find a new supplier so the sponsor can purchase the parts to get this film trucks up and going. I hate getting jerked around, especially being censored when I don't know what I did. Oh well. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, and make a video. Talk to you later.